Hi, this is R.S. Agarwal. Today I'm going to discuss the most demanded topic, what should be commerce preparation strategy, right? Before that I should tell about oneself. I'm R.S. Agarwal, Director Rankers Classes, and at Rankers Classes we teach commerce and accountancy optional only for civil services, right? And only commerce and accountancy optional we focus. During past 20 years, we have produced more than 270 ranks, 270, more than 270, and latest is rank 2 by Grima Lohiya in the year 2023, right? Let us see. First and foremost requirement is UPSC reward strategy makers. Those who are bad in strategy at preparation level, they would be bad in administration also. Since as an administrator, IAS officer, IPS officer and other officers, you will have to work with limited resources or more demands than the resources. So if you are good at strategy, you can be good administrator, and that is tested at the level of optionals and GS preparation. So questions are set in such a manner that those who are good strategy makers, they get high marks and success, right? Further, covering 100% syllabus is neither practical nor wiser. Let us see the reasons why. First is you have to answer 5 questions out of 8 questions. In paper 1 you are given 8 questions, paper 2 you are given 8 questions. Out of 8 you have to attempt 5 only. So why to attempt 8, why to prepare for 8 out of 8, right? So you should prepare 6 to 7 questions. And another, you have limited time. And even if you get a 250 mark questions in examination hall, then it is difficult. If you prepare 100% syllabus, not only revision problem would be there would be question selection problem also. If you know 8 out of 8 questions and you have to select 5. So in selection process, you may waste 10 to 15 minutes, and that is very crucial. So prepare for 5, 6, max 7 questions, right? And practically best answer quality of 230 marks is better than good quality answers of 250. I'm not advocating that you should prepare for 230. But in case in examination you are not able to cover 10 mark, 20 mark, even 15 mark question, then no worries. Focus your quality on those 230 mark questions, right? So better answer of 230 than average answer of 250 mark questions. Come next. Let us see strategy in paper 1. In paper 1 you should prepare this very well, this selectively and this average. So 3-way strategy is there. So prepare very well FM. Both theory and numerical should be done very well. So far as FI, audit and tax are concerned, they should also be done very well. In case of tax, do theory only. In this manner, 200 marks preparation is done perfectly or very well. What about remaining 50? For remaining 50, you do selective preparation. In the areas you are already strong, for example, issue of shares, for example, ABC, for example, CVP analysis, material labor cost variances, theory of amalgamation, that should be done well selectively. Then you will get 50. So 200 plus 50, 250. In order to have safety, you should prepare with average focus on the rest of the topics like theory of cost accounting and remaining syllabus. That should be done average. But for 250, you should do selectively this and this. That would be the best strategy for paper 1. I will give more strategic points on paper 1 later, right? Let us see strategy for paper 2. Strategy for paper 2 is very easy, very simple. For organization theory and organization behavior, prepare them well. You know, in paper 2, there are 4 subjects, OT and OB. So prepare OT, OB well, so that you can select 3 questions from OT and OB. And thereafter prepare either HRM very well or IRs very well, right? So if you prepare HRM very well, prepare IR selectively. Or if you prepare IR very well, so prepare HRM selectively. So in this manner, the key idea is have strong hold over any 3 subjects. You may have strong hold over HRM and IR and OT, and average hold or selective preparation of OB. Or you can have strong hold over HRM, IR and OT, and average hold or selective hold over OB. You can have strong hold over HRM, IR and OB, and average hold over OT, right? So any 3 subjects should be prepared well, and selectively or average hold over fourth subject so far as paper 2 is concerned. Let us see final strategic words first. With above strategy, you will be well prepared for 450 mark questions with high quality. And out of 450 marks, you can get 280 plus, even 290 plus marks, right? And must not have over focus and over coverage of 500 marks. That won't be very productive. Thereafter, more focus on theory in paper 1. In paper 1, theory is very good. Numericals are risky. If we call numericals as good friends, theory is best friend. So prepare theory well in paper 1, because in paper 1 out of 250 marks, you have to attempt theory of 150, 160, even 170. So numericals, you may have to attempt just 60, 70 or 80 only, right? Numericals are risky, theory is not risky. So don't trust risky numericals. In examination, if you see any risky numerical and good theory, go for good theory question in paper 1, right? Let us see answer writing practice. This is also part of strategy. Answer writing is very important for any examination, but more important in civil services. So devote enough time for answer writing besides reading and revising. Most of the candidates put too much time on reading and revising. They pay least attention to answer writing, assuming that once syllabus is already covered very well and revised very well, then I will start answer writing. But take care, that goal is not to be completed. Along with preparation, answer writing should be done. So revise by writing. When you are revising, at that point of time, write. So key points should be written. At least technical words and theory and provisions of accounting standards, that should be revised by you by writing. So in this manner, writing practice would be developed. And daily there should be writing practice for 20 to 50 minutes, right? And it is not necessary to write full answers. In case of simple questions, you can write synopsis or keywords of the solution. And in case of PYQs, you should write structured answers. Means the way you will write in UPSC examination hall, right? Follow the 20-80 rule for writing practice. 20-80 rule is do complete writing practice or good writing practice of 20% of the questions you see, 20% of PYQs, 20% of analytical questions. And so far as the remaining 80 are concerned, you go through the question and contemplate the answer, or on your notebook, you can just write the structure of the answer. And it applies to numericals also. 20% of the questions, for example, if you see 10 PYQs, so 2 PYQs should be written in proper manner, and 8 PYQs, for example, numericals, you can make calculations on calculator, or you can write briefly in structure form, right? And one more thing, join test series. For example, you can join intensive test series rankers classes. Another is revisions matter a lot. That is very important. I remember one of my student, she got 180 marks out of 250 because she paid too much attention to revision. So due to last mile revision or last time revision, you are able to put facts very well. So 3 to 5 revisions are necessary. And while doing revision, it should not be just take the notes and start revising. No, I have recorded a lecture on 10x revision approach. In 10x revision approach, you have to first recap something by mind, and thereafter you have to see your notes. So you can see the YouTube lecture. It is given on YouTube or on our YouTube channel. And last, there should be 4 revisions. There should be 2 detailed revisions and there should be 2 brief revisions. Besides one final revision in those 4-5 days before the examination date. So this is about revision, that is very important. And let us see strategy in examination hall or examination hall strategy. First, don't have any ego in examination hall about your strategy. Definitely your strategy will control 80% of your answer. But for 1 or 2 questions or 1 or 2 small questions, don't be egoistic that I have prepared OT well, so necessarily I will answer the question from OT. No. If you find any good question in IR also that was done by you selectively, you can solve question therefrom. So don't have that ego. Particularly in numericals, don't have ego that I will tally the balance sheet. So it may disturb your complete strategy. Another is numericals are good friend, theory is best friend. So in paper 1, don't rely much on numericals, that is already discussed by us, and use the reading time of 5 minutes. UPSC provides 5 minutes to read the question paper. Particularly in paper 1, you should not read short notes in those 5 minutes. Read question number 6, 7 and 8. Question number 6, 7, 8 deals with the financial management and financial institutions. So you prepare that well. So out of 6, 7, 8, select 2 questions, right? And decide about those which 2 questions are to be attempted by you. And after that, see question number 2, 3 and 4 and decide which 1 question is to be attempted by you. If you feel that you cannot attempt 2 questions here from, then you can decide the 2 questions from this, right? And last, once you have decided any question, don't change your mind unless you face any major issue in answering that question, right? So these are the examination hall strategic points. More points are there. First, sequence of attempt questions in examination. First, attempt the questions you have selected above. So compulsory questions, question number 1 and 5 you have to attempt, and 3 questions you have decided. So don't change your mind in between, because your whole calculation will change, right? Unless it is very necessary. And once the selection has been done, there is no difference between compulsory short note and choice based question, because you have to attempt 5 questions. 2 no choice by UPSC, and 3 you found best questions, right? And another, you may attempt short notes at end. Generally short notes are attempted at first, but I suggest once you have read any question, attempt that question first, so that your freshness of memory or knowledge of that question is used. So you can attempt short notes later, you can attempt long answer questions first, but take care, don't take much time in attempting optional questions. Otherwise, for compulsory short notes, time will not be left. And in case you are not decided about choice based questions, in that case, you can attempt short notes first and choice based later, right? Let us see. Time shortage. Definitely time shortage is there in writing answers in paper 1. In paper 1, if you are writing more answers of numerical questions, there are chances of time shortage, because numerical questions take time. One numerical question may take 3 to 4 minutes for reading the question itself. And thereafter, you have to write answer in technical manner. You have to make calculations, data analysis and presentation. That's why numericals take too much time. So go for only those numericals you are having the concept on your tips or already practiced. Don't take chance in numericals. Lesser the time, there will be less time shortage if you attempt theory questions in paper 1, because in theory questions you have to give answer as per your choice. In numerical questions, you have to prepare the complete format. In theory, you can shorten the answer also. You may not elaborate the points in detail, right? And in paper 2, there may not be any shortage of time, provided from you allot equal time to all the answers, or you do not write too much on any particular answer. And keep in mind, maintain good speed from the very first answer. Generally, students take more time, 35 to 40 to 45 minutes in answering first question to make it best. No, take 36 minutes for one question, or first question may take 2-3 extra minutes, but there should be high speed. And to avoid wastage of time, do net practice. Net practice means outside the examination hall, have 2-3 pages and write on those pages, so that blood flow is there, brain flow is there, and throw away the pages, don't carry. And last, if you want to take our services, our help, we are having a lot of courses for commerce candidates. You can go for our foundation course. It is a detailed course that takes 6 months and daily classes are there, right? So it is suitable for those who want to prepare from basics, who want to have detailed knowledge. But we are having advanced course for those who are professionals, or those who are having good hold over concepts in commerce. So it takes lesser time. Details are available on our website. You can go for our mentorship course also, in which there is a focus on test series plus guidance. We are having 4 kinds of test series. One is intensive test series, in which there are 64 tests. Another is perfection numericals. In paper 1, there are 60 tests. And another is enriched test series. Enriched test series generally start in the month of December and June. So there are 18 tests. And standard test series, it is conducted in the month of June, July, and August, immediately before the mains examination. Right, 8 tests are conducted. So you can get the details of these courses from our website. We have postal course also, right, in order to provide you study material. Latest study material would be provided to you. Right. If you want to contact us, you can visit our office at Rankers Classes in Old Rajendranagar Market near Muthoot Finance or near Agarwal Sweets. And you can stay connected with us on live basis through Telegram channel. So this is our Telegram ID. And if you want to get any information, explanation, or more knowledge, you can contact us. You can write a mail, or you can visit our website rankersclasses.in. So this is all about the strategy, our courses, and how to contact us. Thank you.